everybody, and welcome back to Keeping It Real. This is our first pop-up episode, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm Junebug.
And I'm Lala.
Alright, y'all. I watched this documentary over the weekend, and I couldn't wait to get back and talk to Lala about it, and we thought this would be a great opportunity for our first pop-up episode. So, if you have not watched the new Netflix documentary called Unknown Number, The High School Catfish, and you don't want any spoilers, do not listen to this episode.
Right.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, because we are fixing to give our opinion on this show. And I was just waiting for Junebug to watch it, so I kept my mouth shut the whole time.
Slowly but surely I did.
Oh my goodness, this documentary was something else.
It threw me for a loop. Now, I'm sitting there watching it, and they're going, okay, y'all, we've all seen it now, we've established that. If you haven't, this is your time, leave now. So we're watching it, and it's about this little high school couple, right? They've been together for a while since they were younger kids, and they're both into sports and all this. Well, they both start getting texts.
Vicious texts. And
disgusting.
And the girl's name is Lauren.
Yes. So the boyfriend's name is Owen, right?
Right.
Okay. So Lauren and Owen, they're a little couple. They start getting these nasty, nasty text messages. Derogatory, filthy, y'all. This girl is what, 14?
I believe she's 13.
13 when they started? Okay, okay. So they're trying to figure out who this is, and they don't know the number. They can't figure it out. Y'all, please tell me why. It turns out, y'all, Lauren's mother is sending the texts.
Lauren's mom.
Her mother is sending these disgusting texts.
Yes. And they are very disgusting and disturbing.
They are. You need to watch it for sure. So, Lola, what do you think? We know this is her mother doing this, and then, everybody's just flabbergasted. They can't believe she would do this. This is, not in her character.
Well, Junebug, I think this one really takes the cake. I mean, the stuff that this mom was saying to this girl, and, I'm not going to use all the profanity because it was... Yes.
Explicit.
But it's the point in this documentary on the text that she even told her she needed to kill herself.
Yes, y'all. This woman sent her daughter text messages, okay? Telling her she needed to, do away with herself, that she was ugly, just cussing at this girl. Nasty, explicit things she was saying. And she was also sending them to this little girl's boyfriend.
Yes.
Well, that caused trouble in their relationship, so they ended up breaking up. So they're still trying to figure out, who's doing all this.
Right.
And they're blaming certain girls at school because, they're like a quote-unquote mean girl or whatever. Y'all.
And, at one point she even tried to frame one of the friends to make her look guilty.
Yes.
And, of course, we know it was not the friend that was doing this.
After her daughter and Owen broke up, after a while he started seeing another girl in another town.
Yes.
Would you like to know that Lauren's mother somehow got Owen's new girlfriend's mother's phone number?
Yes.
And start sending her text messages.
Exactly. And let's go ahead and mention that the mother's name is Kendra.
Yes.
And
I'll try to remember that.
Yeah. Kendra, she was something else. And to go to the lengths that she did to reach out to the new girl.
Yes.
And the new girl's mother, I mean, this lady was just diabolical.
Yes.
I mean... one thing that got me in the documentary is that she fooled her husband because he was thinking she was working this whole time.
At two separate jobs. And y'all, she never worked. She never went to work. She had made this her career, y'all. She was texting like 8 hours a day. So her husband and her daughter had no clue. I mean, they never would have thought. Who would? Who would think? That's my mama doing that.
Exactly.
Y'all. cyberbullying to a whole new level. One of the detectives working on the case said it was like a Munchausen, like an internet Munchausen situation. And it really was, because I feel like Lauren was ready to, she missed her mama, but I feel like she's got some issues from this. Like, you know, that's her mother, and she wants her mother to comfort her, but, then again, her mother's the one causing all this.
Right.
I couldn't believe it, y'all. I could not believe it.
For a year and a half. I wondered while I was watching this, why isn't anybody getting new phone numbers? You know what I'm saying?
See, I wondered that too. And then both the moms are like, well, they shouldn't have to change what they do. And I thought, well, that would have been an easy remedy.
Well, it would have been, but then at the same time that I was thinking about that, I thought, well, it probably wouldn't have done any good, because the lengths this mom went to get the new girlfriend's mother's number, she'd have found out, Owen's number again, because oh my gosh, I could not understand, why she did all of this.
And I cannot understand for the life of me, was it a jealousy thing over her daughter? Her daughter's pretty young, athletic.
I think that was part of it.
And then, some thought, well, maybe she was obsessed with Owen, and I don't know if it was even really that. He had said she had done some things towards him, or, the way she acted towards him was inappropriate and made him uncomfortable at times. But I don't even know, because this continued after like I said, she had texted the new girlfriend's mom.
I think she got a kick out of it. It was like energizing her to continue. Because like you said, even when he went, moved on and got a new girl, she was still doing it.
Yes.
So it's like, it was feeding her. She fed off of this.
Yes. And her sitting up there, crying. And y'all, she said she did not start these text messages.
That someone else did.
That someone else had started it, and she just kind of took it over.
I don't believe that.
Right. Because she was trying to figure out who was doing it. And she thought, if she kept it up, then somehow the actual person would, come to light. Y'all, you do not go this hard. She made a career and a life around destroying her daughter's mental health.
Exactly.
This is insane. And I think she was in prison for, how long was she in prison?
18?
18 months?
I believe, but it could have been longer.
Did she get like 3 years? She got the max sentence, but she only had to serve so much.
She got the max and needed it.
And I think now she's got like her and her daughter can't be around each other.
Right.
There's some kind of protection order or something.
But what really disturbs me, Junebug, is the fact that outside of doing this to her daughter, there was something very wrong with this lady anyway, because who pretends to be working for that amount of time? How are you covering bills? How are you excusing where the money's not coming from?
And see, that was a good point her husband brought up, because apparently her husband and daughter, y'all, had no clue this was going on, that she was doing this. Some people think they had to. Some, nah. I don't think so. I don't think they knew. They had financial troubles for a while, I guess, like most people do, when you work for a living. But she would tell him things were getting paid. He come home from work one day, y'all, and there was a big note on the door, and they were being evicted because they were behind on their rent or whatever it was. So he had rented a mini storage to put all their stuff in so they wouldn't lose it until they could find a new house.
Right.
She said, okay, that'll be fine. It won't be much money a month and we can pay that. Y'all, she didn't even pay that.
Exactly.
They lost everything.
Yes.
They went through numerous homes because of the, not paying the rent or whatever. She was so caught up in this. And for what?
Exactly.
Why would you ever look at your child? Why would that cross your mind? What can you be getting out of that?
I don't know. She needed some real help. I know that much.
She's definitely mentally ill, for sure.
Yeah, and one thing about this is I felt like watching this documentary that they almost wanted us to feel sorry for the mom.
See, I wondered that too. At the end, when she was crying, like, people don't know me. They think this is who I am. Well, it is.
Well, because the person that would ask her something was almost like asking her something to lead her to an answer. Like, do you think you did this because, of what you may have went through your childhood?
Yes. Yeah, maybe. Stop it.
Yeah, stop.
Stop it. Y'all, I don't know. You've got to watch it. I mean, I'm sure we're leaving stuff out, but we were so... You think you've seen it all, then you haven't, y'all.
Yes.
You
I
really
would
have not.
never think to do my child this way.
Ever.
I mean, oh my gosh. And even besides the language, I mean, the real kicker for me, Junebug, was, I mean, what would she have done if her daughter, Lauren, had actually killed herself?
Right. And then when the interviewer asked her that, pretty much, she said, if I ever had, I'm paraphrasing y'all, if I ever had any inclination that she would do something like that, I wouldn't have done it. What? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. This, and this was a true crime story, so it's not funny or anything. It's the audacity of some of these answers and what this lady is thinking.
It's so unbelievable.
Yes, I can't believe how far she went.
Y'all, and a crazy part too, Kendra was actually friends with Owen's mother.
Yes.
Owen's mother would confide in her, and they would talk about these texts, who could it be? And Owen's mother's going to the police, we've got to find out who's doing this. We got to find out. The original police, what was his name? I can't remember the first one.
I can't remember the chief's name.
Yeah, he was the one working on this, and nothing was really going anywhere.
Yeah, until they got the FBI.
Until the FBI come in, and y'all, that guy was on his game. It
Yes.
didn't seem like it took him no time to
Oh
figure
my
that out.
gosh. But, like I said, I had a few questions that I didn't understand. Like, the one I just asked you about, why didn't it get new numbers? But then we kind of answered that anyway. But it was like, I guess the friend, when they were asking her before they went to Kendra, do you think she would do this? And it was like, no. That just proves sometimes you don't really know a person.
Girl.
I mean...
And this is real life, y'all. I mean, this is real. This is something that actually happened. And I cannot fathom that thought process in a parent's mind.
No. I mean, we know worse things happen, but this was still, it's
insane.
It really is. Like her, insane.
Out of it.
I mean, would spend, what did they say, how many hours a day? Like she was at a job.
Yes.
And
that's why she couldn't hold a job.
I mean...
y'all, you've got to watch it, y'all. You've really got to. It shows the text. We're not going to talk about the text messages other than they're disgusting.
Yes.
But it will show you the text messages that this mother is sending her 14-year-old daughter and her boyfriend.
Yes.
I've never seen anything like it, and I could not believe it. Because the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, well, yeah, it could be this little friend. Because they're saying, she kind of had an attitude.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I thought,
Well, I had seen so much on Facebook that I already knew who was doing it. So the element of surprise was gone for me, but it was still good to watch how this all led up to her.
Yeah.
Because when the officer comes and says, we're here to talk to you about, the messages, everything that was going on. And at first she kind of was still trying to deny it.
Yeah.
And still knew that she had another phone, but wasn't going to say a word.
Until the husband come home and told her.
Until the husband told on her. It was like, where's the remorse?
Yes, she had none. Well, I think she was sorry she got caught.
Exactly.
But she was using one of those apps where you can change your number.
Mm-hmm.
And how they ended up, that guy from the FBI, he traced it was like a burner, not a burner phone, like a, I don't know, what are they called? Anyway, some kind of, extra phone. So he took that IP address or whatever from the text messages, and he traced it back. He had Lauren and Owen and all them. They just dumped their contacts to the police. Mm-hmm. So he's comparing all these numbers and all this. The only number that ever came back as a match to any of these texts were Lauren's mother, Kendra. So he doesn't think there was ever anyone else, starting the text chain or whatever, that it was her all along. But why would she start this?
I don't know. To me, it was almost like she hated her daughter, but at the same time wanted her daughter to want her. It didn't make any sense.
Well, y'all, that's pretty much the gist of this documentary. We don't want to make this episode too long. It was just something we wanted to share with y'all because what in the hell? Anyway, y'all watch it. It's on Netflix. It's called Unknown Number. Was it the high school catfish?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all check it out. Let us know what you think in the comments, and let's discuss it. What do y'all think was going on? What do you think the reason for her starting this with her daughter was?
Exactly. And we do want to hear from you all. Yes. So comment, like, and share. We appreciate it very much. Yes. And like Junebug said, this was a pop-up episode, so we are going to sign out. And don't forget to catch us on Monday for a new episode where Junebug will be discussing Oscarville. Yes. See you then.
Bye.